This is Pawsitive Vibe.
Today we are gathering around and talking about our assignment 4.
Hello everyone, I'm Helen. I'm a member of our team with 7 members, and we're happy to have a common passion for food and restaurant industry. In this, I'll be responsible for the research on market of that industry. While looking at the restaurant industries in these few years, it's quite positive that from statistics, business are going up after the pandemic. And even at the end of October 2024, we can see that, eating places are returning stronger than they were before the pandemic. Well, of course, there are a lot of people coming to, like immigrants to Canada, and the population is growing. You can also see a lot of residents building up. So that means a lot of people, and people means there would be chances for them to dine out. That's why restaurant business should be workable. Of course, we still have to look into researches in other areas before a final decision. And thank you.
Hi, my name is Chiu. I'm responsible for the competition part. So I care about animals, and I care about mental health as well. So there are 2 types of competition, direct and indirect competition. For direct competition, it refers to business that offers similar product or services targeting the same customer base. There are 2 broad categories in this sector, full-service restaurant and limited-service eating places. Basically, they include everything from dining restaurants, cafes, and fast food restaurants. For indirect competition, it refers to other business stores, convenience stores, or meal kit services. It's like for people who do not want to go out to eat or order takeaways, they could always choose to prepare their own food and cook at home. For my research, there are over 2,000 restaurants in Vancouver. Although the competition seems to be pretty tough, I also see a lot of opportunities because the sales revenue in this sector has been going up since the pandemic. In order to stand out in this industry, we have to establish some kind of competitive advantage in terms of the price, marketing, location, and quality. We might even have to consider incorporating some kind of specialty product or services when we come up with our business idea. That's it for my part.
Hi everyone, my name is Naimo and this is
Vidian.
My value is empathy, showing the love to all the pets, and also like loving my families. We are going to focus on the marketing part. I'm currently taking the marketing course this semester. and he already took the marketing class like last semester. So we're all interested in this part. So like our focus on the food and beverage industry. And I'm going to talk about the marketing 4P strategy, whereas Vidian is going to talk about the segmentation and trends and digital marketing. So I will let Vidian go first.
In terms of market segmentation, we did research in the food and beverage industry, and based on the demographic and psychographic and such, the market mainly consists of young adults and students who prefer trendy and Instagrammable, affordable options, and office worker who look for quick, healthy, and convenient meals, and finally families who want a welcoming and kid-friendly dining experience.
Thank you, Vidian, for introduce. And then now I'm going to talk about the marketing strategy of the 4P, which are price, place, product, and promotion. So in the food and beverage industry, people are going to seeking for high quality food or like fine dining or like a fancy food place, or they have like unique flavors. So there's different products among the food and beverage industry. And then talking about the price, we want our price either have a competitive price or like have a low cost so that we have more customer involved, or it's a fancy stuff. So it's expensive, but it's like less people are going to consume, but it's profitable. and we have value meals and also seasonal discounts. So next we're going to talk about place, which is also a very important part because location is really essential because we want it to be obvious for people to come in. We want to get as much customers as possible, such as locating the high foot traffic areas such as malls, business districts, or residential neighborhoods, and as well as like maybe in our KPU here at our like university. Last but not least is the promotion, such as we have our social media advertisements or TikToks, etc. Influencer loyalty programs such as like buy one, or maybe next time you can get like 20% off, or during like off season, maybe in the day before in the day, and then you get like some personal discount as well. As I have used to work in a bubble tea shop, so I know some businessmen, they will sponsor the like a student event, so more people will get to know to their brand. So that's it. Thank you.
Speaking of promotion, we found restaurants mainly use digital marketing on social media and sometimes influencer marketing, which I don't really recommend. And we also found them advertising on food delivery services and platforms, just because how closely connected those two are. Fun fact, we also found them focusing on sustainability as a trend, including organic or plant-based items on the menu. And that concludes our part. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm a cat person, and like I have a cute little pet cat called Z at my home.
捉它，你干啥呢？捉它。
So I have a dog named Electra.
And I also have a dog. Her name is Lulu, but she already passed away when I was a kid. But I still have like a lot of love for dogs.
Like all of us here, I also am a cat owner.
Yeah, it seems like a lot of us have pets of some sort, like dogs and cats.
Yeah, definitely. And you can like here.
Yeah. Oh my God, you have a cat.
Yeah.
No, I love
You have a
my
cat.
cat. My
Seven cats at home.
So cute.
No,
Show me your cat shirt.
yeah. And I'm also a dog lover. I mean, pet lovers.
I have a dog as well, so
Oh, so like, since we all have a big love for cats and dogs, why don't we open a cat's coffee for instead?
That sounds like very perfect. I was interested in a cat cafe instead of a cat restaurant. What about your ideas?
Right.
I'm interested in cat cafes too.
Cafe?
Yes,
Cafe?
yes. Cats are so cute.
Cafe is fine.
Now?
Cat cafe.
Yeah, yeah, good.
So we all vote for cat cafe.
Seems like we have a common goal.
So my name is Jose, and I'll be talking about the legal research part of the market. My values are, of course, the same, being kind to everyone. It's really free, being empathetic, caring for customer service, because we're talking about the food industry. So I'm going to talk about the intellectual properties, the business structure, and contract agreements. So first of all is trademarks. You might want to consider the restaurant name, the logo, the slogans must be protected, but generic names won't hold up legally, even if it's your own name. Registered trademarks give you stronger rights, especially if you want to expand globally. So food names are quite tricky. Generic dishes like croissants aren't really protectable, so you might want to look into that. Interior design, if distinctive, can be protected as trade address, but practical furnitures like some shenanigan creatives that impresses the customers are really hard to protect. Recipes aren't copyrightable, so keeping them trade secrets with NDAs is smarter. Now I'm going to talk about the business structure for the restaurant service industry. So a sole proprietorship is quite common. Of course, it gives you the full control in the business, but I'd recommend a partnership, one focus on the customer service and one focus on the inventory part. Food safety is quite crucial in BC. Repeated violations can go from 50K to jail time. Food inspectors or even other state organizations like WorkSafe BC or Food Safety Acts can shut down the whole business legally. So there's a lot of flaws regarding customers' rights. There is a saying that customer is always right, and there's a lot of truth with that because most laws are related to customer. An operator must not sell or distribute to a person any item of food that is contaminated or otherwise unfit. That is Act 1.3 of Chapter 28. There's a lot of laws regarding food safety, helping the customers, than the employers or the workers. Thank you for listening.
So my name is Hetty. And my value is, of course, also being kind and helpful to everyone as much as we can. Because I work in an F&B industry, that is one of the biggest value that I also value in my life. Along with everything that we talk about, there are also some risks when it comes to open a cat cafe. As fun and cozy as they sound, they do come with a few challenges. So I have broken it down into 3 main areas, which are health risks, animal welfare risks, and business risks. So in the health risk area, there are 3 small risks that I came up with. The first up is allergies. Some people are allergic to cat fur or dander, which can lead to sneezing, itchy eyes, or even breathing issues. Not exactly ideal when you're just trying to enjoy your coffee on a nice day, right? And second one is disease from cats. Cats can carry things like wingworm or cat-strap fever, which is rare, but it still can spread to humans, so it's definitely something to keep in mind. And the third one is cleanliness. This is a big one. If the cafe isn't kept super clean, then germs can spread, especially with food and drinks around. No one wants their coffee with a side of bacteria. And the second risk is animal welfare risk. So let's talk about the cats. They might look cute and chill, but running a cat cafe isn't just about putting a bunch of cats in room. Cats can get stressed easily, especially if there's too much noise or too many people around. That's why they need quiet spaces to relax. Another challenge is overcrowding. Just because a cafe has more cats doesn't mean that it's better. If too many are in one space, they might start fighting, become territorial, or even spread illnesses. Then there's the responsibility of proper care. A cat cafe isn't just a business, it's also like a mini shelter. The cats need regular vet checkups, good food, and plenty of playtime to stay happy and healthy. And the third one is business risks. Even if a cafe has the cutest setup, there are still some big challenges. The first one, there are rules and regulations. Different cities have different laws about having animals and food spaces and getting the right permit, so it's really complicated. Then there's the financial side. Running a cafe is already soft, and adding cats make it even harder. The cost of rent, food, and vet care all add up, so owners have to be really smart about making a profit. And finally, is the customer safety, which is one of the biggest concerns that we need to be mindful of that. Cats may be cute, but they still have claws. If a customer gets dragged or bitten, the cafe could be responsible, which might lead to legal issues or medical causes. So yeah, cat cafes are amazing, but there's a lot that goes on behind the scenes. If done right, they can be the perfect spot for both humans and cats to enjoy. But planning ahead is key. And yeah, that's it for today. And thank you so much for your time and for listening to us.
Hello everyone. So this is our group, and my name is Naimo.
My name is Jose.
My name is Hetty.
My name is Vidya.
This is Chu.
I'm Helen, and we are just missing one group member whose name is Ash.
Oh, we forgot to mention, our name is Pawsitive Vibe.
Yeah, paw is the cute paw of the cat.
And that might be our restaurant name. Who knows?
Yeah. Cat restaurants in at home. And also I know that those cats or pets restaurants in Japan are very popular.
Yeah,
Right.
It sounds good. Sounds good.
Yeah, in China, also we have many cat cafe and a lot of different kinds of cats, and you can purr them. That's really nice place. I even went there. It's really nice. Super, super nice.
Yeah, it is.
Here in Richmond, we have like cat cafes all over around. There's also a popular one in Vancouver just called Cat Cafe.
Oh.
Yeah.
So do you guys want to just do a full service restaurant, or just keep it simple as we maybe just offer coffee and pastries and stuff like that?
I'm interested in the food industries because my family business was back in China was a restaurant area, and then when I first got here, my first part-time job was in a bubble tea shop.
Wow. That makes sense.
Yeah, I know the recipes of the bubble tea.
Oh wow! Spill me that.
Spill the tea.
So I just earlier in the part of the video, I talk about the legal part of the food industry service. So in my opinion, if I run a cat cafe, there might be limitations to the employers in terms of design. It's all about practicality. Like the pets needs something that's functional rather than creative shenanigans that impresses the customers. There might be issues like animal control and this and that. Sorry, you were doing marketing earlier, right?
Yeah, I'm doing marketing.
What would be the ideal place for running a cat cafe, like just near us, just near us?
I'm more than happy to answer that question. So like I have three options. So the first one is just around our KPU campus because like we're all students, we need some time to like spare our time and to relax. So like I know like here downstairs we have like a cafe shop, but I was thinking like because it's only serving the one brand. So if we can bring our cat cafe in, that would be a great idea. And another thing is around the Richmond Center that has like very many white collars there. And there's like a business center, so like a lot of people.
Many people.
Yeah, so I was thinking that would be a great idea as well. And then my mind was around like the Bright House station. That was the transition part.
So many tired people.
Yeah,
there.
so many target people, and then many people come from different section. Like here is a joint part, so that like we have a lot of people base. So like if we open our business here, should be bring us a lot of the customers. But I think for that part, we also have to look into the rent because at that part it should be expensive.
Rent here is crazy.
Yeah.
Just to add to that, I've been to Cat Cafe once, and the reason for that is often they were located in really remote locations, which is hard to get to. You really need to plan a trip there.
So there's no cat cafe in Richmond, right? Not that I know of.
Well,
Oh, there's one near like the car area shop, the sales shop. Like it's like a Hilton somewhere. Okay.
Yeah, so I think it's a good idea to open one in the downtown Richmond area because like it's
Easier to get.
it's always like the generic brands here, like Starbucks or Tim Hortons and stuff like that. We could really stand out by opening up a cat cafe in this area.
Yeah, that would be really great.
that's good.
Oh, but since we're opening a cat cafe, we will have to face a lot of risks. Do you think that it's going to be much harder to open a cat cafe compared to a regular cafe? Because the cost is going to be extra costs for like for cat and also for the business, and the business license and something etc. like that.
Yeah, I also thought of that, not to be like a Debbie Downer, but there might be possible lawsuits regarding like pets hurting customers, like animal control can get involved, damaging reputation, and shutting down the business instantly. So,
Like if we prepare for it really carefully, then it wouldn't be too hard for us to open a cat cafe.
Yeah, and just as what we learn in class, with the common value that we all have, which is cat loving, we can really take advantage of that and build a really strong team around it.
Yes, I remember in the last class that the professor talked about the values. That's the most important for us. There would be difficulties, whatever we're going to do. We got to find solutions to that. And of course, we can work together, and a lot of researches have to be done before we really go ahead.
Definitely.
And also the class before that, or the class before even that, we talked about specialization, which matters a lot.
who haven't? Everyone did it, right? Yeah, okay.
Great.
It's been a great chat.
This
Signing
is a Pawsitive Vibe. And thank you so much for your time and for listening to us. Thank you. Bye.
Signing off.
We also have one more question. What made us hot?
Oh.